Hello, welcome to another Let's Play. Etherlords again. I know it must be getting a bit boring by now. I was recording a couple of other games, but I had some recording issues. So for now, I'll stick with an old game that I know doesn't destroy my computer until I can suss out fraps a bit better. So I'm thinking we just jump straight in, random versus random again. Keeps things fresh, it means I don't rely on a single deck constantly. That's a Treants deck. And what is she? Level 10, so she's got big creatures. She'll be a dragon deck, I assume. Won't have much to go on at the start. Now, I'll just let all those casts finish and then I'll show you what I've done. Right. I started with a spell to boost up how much mana I've got. I then played an Ether Harvest to give me mana every time I summoned something. And then with the mana left over, summoned something and got mana back from the enchantment. So if he somehow damages it and kills it, I've still got my mana to regenerate it. Very, very useful for a Treants deck. Right, she's coming straight out of the walls and a free casting. A Might Enchant. Don't want to attack that thing then. Let's see what we've got. I'll go with a Great Treant. Just a slightly better version of my current one. No point attacking here. I'll stay back just in case she does something else. What's she got? She's got nothing. Right. I will chuck some mana up, play my bigger creature. The problem with Treants is their biggest creatures are 4/4. We need some better enchants to power them up, really. I will attack. I've got mana to regenerate, and I outnumber her wall, so I'll get a cheap hit in. No lifesteal from the specialisation, that's a shame, but oh well. Regen works there quite nicely. Okay, he's up and ready. It's her turn. That's a Wall of Wind, 0-9 with the ability to increase power. No power increases on it though, she spent all her mana doing it. I'll chuck out a Dominance of the Woods to boost power and toughness of all my creatures by 1. I don't really feel I need the endurance to boost up their health at the moment, it's not a big deal. And another Ether Harvest, more mana when I summon stuff, can't hurt. Again, I outnumber her walls, so I'll get a cheap hit in. But I was stupid and forgot I had no mana. Get a Treants Guile there, that's always nice, got some health back. Although I made a stupid mistake, it wasn't wasted. That's a disenchant spell, she got rid of my 1/1 buff. And more walls. Lovely. Just what I wanted. I'm getting mana because she's summoning stuff. A lot of mana. Now I'm a bit stuffed. I can only buff my guys up, there's no point attacking. I'll just end it there, I think. See, she's getting towards the mana needed for dragons. She's on 7 and she needs 9 for the dragons. That's a nightmare of a spell. Change of command, pretty self-explanatory. Control over the enchant, gains the creature until disenchanted. Very annoying. But I've just got another one. I'm still in the position of not being able to do a thing here. All I can do is sit back and wait for her to summon dragons. Which might be this turn. There we go, a blue dragon. Now blue dragon, 8/8, pretty standard. Flying, as all dragons are, so ground creatures like Treants can't block them. Oh, she got a free casting and summoned another one. That's lovely. Now, each dragon has like a breath attack, like a special ability. Blue dragons can do damage to all flying creatures on my side. I've got no flyers, no big deal. Green dragons can destroy walls outright. I've got no walls, no big deal. But I'm still at the position of not being able to do anything here. So that is a big deal. It doesn't seem to be going my way of the Treants recently. Now normally at this point I would surrender, but I'll play this one to the end since I'm recording. She's going to start attacking with the dragons. They are flying, so I cannot block them. And there it is. So I can just stand back and watch dragons breathe ice and acid on me. There's some ice and there's some acid. How mean. Okay, my turn. Something good would be nice. Anything? That's nothing good. Yay, I get to summon creatures to not block the dragons. Call that one there. At least I've still got mana. But she has turned this game around very, very quickly. Shell Skin powers up her wall's toughness. Ability, power up her wall's power, and attacks with the dragons. Can't do a thing. Fast forward that. Play a bigger Treant. It's all well and good having this many Treants, but if they're not powered up, I'm not going to do a thing. Right, what has she got? Red Dragon, that's the problem. Now, red dragons are the 9/8, they're the highest power dragons, and deals 3 damage to all creatures without flying. That would be those guys. It's only 3 damage, so he can't kill anyone. If he gets the second one, though, I'm in trouble. Can't block. Using a breath ability rests it, so you can't use it more than once a turn. That would be a bit imbalanced. Unbalanced, even. Right, 7 health, 8 health left. Oh, now I get an enchant. I'm dead next turn regardless. Why not? Oof, dragons. I hate dragons. And burn. Now, of course, since both creatures have first strike, the attacker goes first there. Wouldn't mind knowing where those knives come from. Are those knives her fingers or something? And GG. Black Dragon. They are my favourite of the dragons. They are slightly higher toughness than they are power, so they can't be affected by Curse of Hunger. For some reason he's blowing up his own walls because he's bored. But their rest ability, destroy any target resting creature. So they're not even safe after they've attacked. The Black Dragon is by far my favourite and probably the best. And that is GG. That probably hurt a lot. You know, for dragons, you think they'll be bigger. My character actually stands taller than them. Right, we will... Sorry about that, that's Steam telling me people are coming online. We'll go for another random. Iron Skin, and he's level 10. I'm not quite sure what he would be. I'm a Hopper's deck. We're kind of a quick rusher kind of deck. But my hand is awful and I've got nothing to rush with. So that's great. Still nothing to rush with. These are all enchants. If he's got that spell, he's probably an Ogres deck. Ogres deck's quite mean. They get pretty powerful pretty quickly once he gets them out. Right, so I've played a Hopper. Hoppers have haste, so they can attack the turn they come out. There it is there. And then I've played a power up to temporarily increase its power. What it does, it gives very large boosts, but weakens it until it dies. So it's kind of like a quick damage kind of thing, good for rushing. But his specialization procs negates melee damage. Really not good. This is not looking too hopeful. Now, it should be 6-5, it's actually 10-3. He played an enchant a second ago called Rage. Power increased by 4, toughness reduced by 2. Very, very good spell for ogres. Since they're restless, they can just come thumping in with all that power and not care. Right, I'm going to power up my second one with the same sort of enchant. This way if he blocks one of them, he dies. I want his ogres to die, because they're going to kill me very fast. Something tells me he won't block. I wouldn't. He did not. Bit of damage. Iron Skin. Had to proc Iron Skin on the strong Hopper, didn't it? He's now 2-3. He's now 4-5 because of the weakening effects of that power-up. Comet. This is what I mean. This is a Chaos deck I'm fighting, and their spells specialise in dealing some serious damage. That would be one of them. Pay X Ether, deal X damage. They also have spells that can double their mana pool for a turn, so you can come out of very large power comets. Right, not looking too good here. Let's get some creatures out. I'll power him up to have enough power to kill that ogre if he blocks, and I'll power him up to have enough to kill the ogre if he blocks. He won't block, but it saves him from killing my guys faster. Bit of damage. Bit of damage. Iron Skin? Nope, no Iron Skin. That's lucky. But with his massive 10 attack power, he's just going to race ahead of me and probably win this duel at this point. All the weakening effects of those power-ups. Ogre King, that's great. Ogre King, far more powerful and has trample. Oh, what was that? And if he's discarded anyway through me like getting rid of his spells, it's just summoned, it doesn't get rid of, so it's a very, very, very good card to have. Now unfortunately, due to my slow start here, I am going to lose this by quite some way. But at least we got a nice duel recorded. So I'm going to go for a big power up and go for an unblockable spell. So at least I will get a couple of hits on him before I lose. I would also like to... There's no point actually. I was going to think about a pain link, so if a creature takes damage, its controller takes damage, but he'll just block with the other one. I'll put it on there anyway. So he can't block with that one without taking damage now. He'll just block with that guy. Smack one of my ogres. Hoppers even. He has ogres. Boom. That looked painful. Oh well, at least he didn't Iron Skin the big powered hopper. There it is. The weakening takes it down to death. Now he's got 2 power-ups, so he's weakened twice. Quite nasty. And GG. That was unfortunate. We'll play another one or two, see how it goes. Razors, now they are a good deck. I think they're my only deck that isn't level 11. They come out at level 12 to get their mana a touch faster, because their creatures are powerful and cheap. You want them fast. Now he's Finguses' Vitality. That's a problem, they will win. The pure defensive power of the Finguses is just not touchable by a Razor's deck. Not for mine, anyway. Now, see, second turn, a 7/4 creature. That's why I go level 12, to get them out on the second turn. Very, very useful, very powerful. Right, so these guys have Disenchant, as you've seen from the Water Elementals, but they also have Cannot Get Up, unfortunately. I'll give you a second to read through that. It basically means if I attack and creatures rest, they won't come back out from resting. Now usually I'd have to rely on my specialisation to not let them rest, but we also have an enchant that can unrest them if need be, and it can be used during block phase as well, so I can do some pretty unexpected blocks here and there. Now given my 7 power versus their 6 health, I would like to try and get attacking and hope his specialisation doesn't protect it. It did. Fingus does not give a fuck. Now, Giant Fingus, that's a problem. They're the ones that can spit and do some damage every turn. My specialisation did not work, so he's rested, so I'll start by getting him back up. This can only be used once a turn, so I need lots of them if I want to do a whole team up. I'll summon up a second Razor, Cutterman, and go for the attack, because again, providing his specialisation doesn't work, I can kill one of them. He spat at me because he had the chance. His turn it will wake back up again. His specialisation did not work, so at least I've downed one of them. The yellow ones are going to be the problems because they can be powered up and deal serious damage later. That's his Spiritual Web, gains 1 health for every dead creature. And that's a health enchant. That means I can't really touch his guys at this point. What I will do... Oh, it's a tough call. Oh no, 6 mana. I'll spend 1 mana and get him back up. Now when I attack, he can only block 1 because he's got 1 creature, so he will take damage, he will lose his enchants, and they will be killable again because they've lost their health. With my remaining 6 mana, I'll summon the second Razor Man. The 9.6 version is basically the same stuff, but just higher stats, higher mana cost. Now, he will block, that's no biggie, because I just got rid of his enchant. So he didn't have enough health to take the hit. Right, none of my guys managed to get a specialisation to stop them from resting, that's unfortunate. Well, he spat at me and then did practically nothing. Right, I can either summon the biggest version, the Raisin Man, 11.8, the highest power creature without buffing, very nice. Or I can get one of these guys up and attack for extra damage. I think I will do that. I want to get early damage in before his bigger, higher power Finguses come out. Now, you've probably seen these spells I've got in my hand that I haven't played yet that I have been able to. These spells are used to get up all of my creatures in one go. Very useful to save because you can cast them in block phases and then just mass block. I will use one here so I don't lose that Razor Man. And it also gets him up for an attack as well. Go for all three and do a pretty hefty amount of damage. Specialisation worked, he won't rest. That might apply to the others, I'm not sure, we'll find out in a minute. Let's have a look. It did apply to one of them, not to the other, I think it's random. He spat at me and summoned another kind of Fingus. This is going far better than I anticipated it would. Right, he's now got 3 against 3, but except I can kill all of his guys. I do want to summon this... No, not that one, I'll summon that one so I don't lose him. I'll summon up him, biggest creature I've got in here. Wake him up. Now you might be wondering why I didn't wake him up. When they're summoned, they can't be woken up. They stay summoned, it's called summon sickness. Creature is resting after summon. There's no way of getting him up unless they have the ability haste like the hoppers did from my last game. Now I will make an attack here because my creatures can kill his creatures if he blocks, which he will because it's too much damage not to block. His specialisation saved one of them, took a bit of damage. His specialisation saved the other one. I hate that specialisation. Right, now my specialisation also procced, none of my guys are resting, I'm good to go straight away. He spat at me a bit and summoned his big Fingus, 410. Now I can still kill that with the... what's he called? With my Razor Man, but he won't block the Razor Man with that, he doesn't want to sacrifice him. He'll probably block with the 1-7 and just hope his specialisation works. That's what I would do. I'll summon up another Razor Man, biggest guy I've got. Save my remaining 3 mana because there's no point using that spell. All the guys that can get up are up. So I'll go straight in for an attack. Now I don't know if you saw, but he used the spell Symbiosis to get 2 health for every creature in play. Delaying the inevitable at this point, I would have thought. He got one of my guys with his 4 power, but it's fine. But that specialisation certainly is not fine. Now my specialisation also worked again, none of my guys are resting. Ah, he's going to start focus firing my guys off. Those green ones do 1 damage to their spit, the orange ones do 2 damage, so he can finish that. There we go. Harsh. He's got another giant Fingus out, so they are all power up. Right, what do I want to do? How much mana do they cost? So 4, 8, 10. I haven't got enough mana to do what I planned, so I'll save that for a turn. I'll summon these 2 up. Another weak one, but it draws his 5 from me at least, if he's killing those. And I will move in for an attack. Now he'll either block 2 of my guys and take as little damage as possible, which I think he will, or he could double block one of my guys and kill them, but take so much damage he'll lose the game. So what's he going to do here? He will block 2 of my guys. As I said, he won't sacrifice one of his giant Finguses against the 11-8s. He loses his spiritual web enchant, but none of his guys die, none of my guys die. I do damage, I'm calling that a win. He's just going to spit at me for some last points of damage before I win. Yep. So rude. He'll play another Spiritual Web. He may as well play cards until the end. I mean, there's no point just giving up. Certainly not if I'm recording, that would be rude. Right, back in the first vid I think I was saying about disenchanting spells. Synthets get the second cheapest one at 4 ether. Kinets obviously get the one for 2, and the other 2 races are slightly different. So, it's at the end of the game anyway, so I probably won't bother disenchanting that. I will play one of these though. It returns the last creature in your graveyard to your hand, does 1 damage to the enemy. And then I'll summon the creature. Now, I've got enough mana to actually do that again, and then summon the other creature that I lost. I think at this point it's fair to say I won. I've got no mana to get him up, but it doesn't really matter. That was rude. See, that's the sacrifice one, but his specialisation saved him. There he goes. GG. Right, I might play one more. I think I've got time. I want to keep the video below half an hour if possible, but not too high. Okay, I am bees, and he is bees. That should be interesting. Right. Bees decks mainly focus on buffing each other, but only the bee warriors can attack, as you can see here. If it attack, oh no, it might not be that one. When bees attack, if they do damage to the enemy hero, they die. Simple as. There's only one kind of bee that can attack. Now, because we're both bees decks, our bees are going to buff each other, and we're going to have some pretty crazy numbers in theory. So we'll see what happens here. Now he's going to buff up. Is he going to waste the attack? No, he's not. I'm going to play an Ether Harvest to start getting some mana gain up. I'll play a Bee Worker. That'll give me spend 1 mana and 2 back. These are buff spells like the one he played, 4/4 till the end of turn, but our specialisations can prolong that for added effects and try and get a couple of rounds out of it. Now, I don't want to attack here because I will lose my bee, so I'll just end that. See what he does. His Bless ran out. Now he's played a queen or a mother bee. They can spawn bee warriors and they have regeneration. If they die, they make all bees go berserk, which means they have to attack. Big problem if there are bees like this that die after attacking. I think I will go for a mother bee as well, and with the mana I have from my Ether Harvest, play another bee queen as well. There we are. Now the problem with me playing my own bees is they're going to power his up, and he got the first turn, so he's going to get a bee warrior attacking before I will. Especially if he's got 2 mothers that spawn them. There's a bee warrior. Rest after doing it. They are 5/3 first strike at the moment. Right, I will probably do something on the same sort of lines. I will summon a bee up. I'll save those until another turn. What I might do though, it might be worth me playing a Bless so he doesn't attack me. I don't know. No, I won't. I'll just take the hit if he attacks me. Take some damage to do some damage. There he goes, getting more bees with his 2 mothers. Summoning up a queen for buffs. I'm not complaining. He's got a Strength of Woods as well. Powers all his creatures up by 2 attack. He's attacked with a worker, that's interesting. He probably wants to try and soften up my bees at the same time. I think I might need... No, I won't block here. I'll take the hit. It's 15, it's pretty hefty, but I don't know, I don't think it's worth me losing bees yet. I want to outnumber him to attack. The bee worker died, of course, for attacking and landing damage on me directly. Right, so what have we got going on for us here? I'll start with a bee worker. It costs 1. I'll actually get 2 mana back from the harvest, so I've actually made mana out of that, if anything. So is he. That's unfortunate, because now he can regenerate. Because he's got another Ether Harvest as well. God, this is going to be a pain in the ass. I don't know, I might just do an enchant, tank out my bees just like he did. and then go for an attack. He'll probably block with that, which would be a problem. How can I avoid him doing that? I'll attack with a worker as well. Now, he will probably block the worker. No, he won't. So my worker will die, and both of our bees will get weak. Or weaker. I was stupid and forgot to summon another bee warrior. I'll do it when he's blocking. When he's attacking even. But I just won't be able to block with it. Hornets don't count as bees, but they have first strike, they are flying, but they also have poison. Any creature that's taking damage by Hornet will die at the end of turn. Very, very useful against big creatures with that first strike ability of theirs. That's interesting. Ancient Forest. Creatures with 5 power or less cannot attack. It'll stop his Hornet at least. I'll then follow up with a Dominance to boost the power and toughness of all of my bees. I'll then go in for the attack, to see if I can soften up some of his bees. I think he's looking good to win this at the moment. He's outnumbering me by quite far here. Now I killed his Hornet. That's no biggie for him really, because I already forested it. He also plays Dominance. I might let him have this one. I think this duel is pretty much over for me. He didn't attack. Interesting. Well, I'll play it through to the end. Now, my plan is spawn lots of warriors before he attacks, preferably. I'll play another Hornet, just something else to block. Or a Hornet. My Hornet's a slightly upgraded version. I've got a Mystic Hornet. His was magic. I do have magic there. They are 2, 2 and 4 Ether. They are 3, 3 and 6. But my enchants of course buff it up. Right, he's doing another Bless to seriously power up that unit for a turn. Is he attacking? Puts a forest up, no big deal. Puts another Ether Harvest up. That's no big deal at this point, really. He is attacking. Right, now I probably go out. That is a lot of damage. Wow. Right. I will block the 11-9 with my creature of regen, so I won't lose him and I'll stop the damage at the same time. I'll block some of the warriors of mine. He of course has first strike like me, so my creatures will die. I'm just going to try and block as much as I can, really. Try and stay in the game as long as possible. Now he of course will kill all of my creatures apart from the mother. Gotta love regeneration. Now, the plus side of all of my guys dying, he did lose a fair bit of power and toughness from his creatures because mine were buffing his as well. So it's not a total loss, just most loss. I of course have a forest in play, so while they're all at 5 power they can't attack, so unless he powers them up somehow, he's stuck there. I will start up by playing a couple of bee warriors, play a magic hornet, and stick another forest down just in case he tries to disenchant my current one. And I'll end up there. I need another strength of woods to get the advantage and start attacking. I'm hoping he won't have anything to power his bees up for a minute. It gives me a chance to regroup some of mine. If I just play warriors and let him worrying about the buffing, which he will, I might get out of this still. His specialisation worked, as you saw there. It means that that Bless spell stays in play for longer. Now he's attacking with the Hornet. I'm going to have to block it, but I don't want to try and block it more than one creature, because he'll just multi-kill all of me with that poison ability of his. My go. Another Ether Harvest, no biggie. I don't want to play the warrior, because that'll boost all the bees to 6, and then he'll be able to attack me through the forest, so I'll just play another couple of warriors for a minute. And end there. When I've got a few more bees, I'll probably use those 2 bless spells and start attacking. His specialisation worked again to keep that bless spell in play. He's going to attack again. I'll block it with 1 bee. I'm losing 1 bee and getting 2 bees every round, so it's no biggie. It's just slowing me down a bit. He's got a lot of bees. That could be useful actually. Right, play a few more bees. And end turn. God, how many ether harvests have we got? We've both got 2 each. We're getting 4 mana every time that bee comes into play. Specialisation works again. He still remains an 8/7 bee, but he won't attack with it, because it means if I don't block, that's not good. Now he can mass attack. This is the moment I was dreading. I was hoping I'd be able to do that first. Right, so I'm going to have to find a way somehow of getting through this. It's a tough one. I'll try and kill that. Is there a way for me to kill that thing without dying this turn? Right, so he's going to do 4 damage to me with 5 left. He'll do another 3 with 2 left. Right, so I can deal 5 damage to him, 10 damage to him. That bee will die. They will all weaken. He won't be able to attack next turn. Now I just need to block the remaining bee warriors that I can. I won't die this turn, but I'm certainly taking a lot of damage. In fact, I might die. No, I won't die. I think I'm okay. I have like 2 health left. Not good. So he's just tearing through all of mine with that massive power-up of his. But, as I say, I wanted to make sure I killed him so it will at least stop him from attacking next turn unless he finds a way to power them all up again. That is a very low health I've got. Wow. 1 more hit and I'm gone. This isn't looking too good for me. I could have done with that last turn. That would have meant I could have attacked. Right. I'll play another couple of warriors. Don't want to play that again because, as I say, it'll power him up and he'll be able to attack. Now, assuming he doesn't get any power-ups off next turn, I still have a chance in this. There's no point me attacking. They have regeneration. I'll stay back. Please don't power up. He'll summon a lot of warriors, but it's no biggie. I can summon more than he can. He's buffing up a bee. Right, I need to block both of these or I die. But it's okay for now. I'm getting 3 bees around and losing 2. But I need to get something done soon. I wonder if my deck has a glitter dust spell to make all these guys rest for an attack. Right, I'll get the Hornet out. Something else to block with while I get my warriors together. 7-3, that's getting pretty powerful. I probably won't block with him considering how powerful he is. I'll also play my warriors. I've played them all. Just fast forward that. There we go. Next turn I will attack. I just hope he doesn't do it first. I'm going to be able to thin out his numbers a bit. His specialisation worked, of course. Isn't that nice? Again, I just block the same way again. Dominance of the Woods, that's just a nice little power up to take with me. Now, I will summon 1 bee. I would like to keep these 2 unrested because they have regeneration. It means when he attacks with those two next turn, I'll be able to take it. Unless he makes a third one, in which case he's just been summoned, he'll be ready to block. Now I will go for an attack here. There's no point me powering up yet because he'll only block with one creature anyway. There we go. One creature each, I mean. Right. Start taking out some of his bee warriors for a change, that would be nice. His Bless spell stays active still. He's just powered up all of his bees. That is game over. Oh dear. After all, gaining mana. And there it is. Do you know what? I won't give you the satisfaction. Screw you. Backflip style, I guess. Okay, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.